How fucking perfectly timed is that? And oh my god, I don't no audio. God fucking yeah. Well, we're audio broken for 2 minutes. The bug I get when that causes the audio to break, I know how it happens, and it didn't happen last time. So I thought I fixed it by fixing other things, and I was wrong because it just happened now. Awesome. Love having no audio. So cool. I am the most deaf gamer. This is what it'd be like if Agent 3.2 was deaf. Fuck. Wonderful game one. I should probably put on music, but is it worth it to put on music for this? for the one game where we're gonna have no audio? Is it? I don't know. Of deaf. Oh, this isn't actually a Splatoon problem. It's either OBS or the capture card. I honestly never figured out which one it was. And partially my monitor. It's a shitstorm of things. All the stars align for this bug to be a problem for like literally only me. Or just sometimes I don't get audio. Like, so all of the things that combine to make this problem is my monitor. It's a bit weird when you switch channels. So like when I switch to the like channel the HDMI channel, which is where the game is plugged in, sometimes that bugs shit up. The capture card, which isn't like a like top brand card, it's a generic brand that's just like really good. So like that has some bugs with it that sometimes happen. And then there's OBS, which while being like the best recording program ever to exist, is stupid sometimes because it's how it be. All of those powers combined make make this bug happen sometimes. Oh, I didn't hear you were booyahing. My bad. I'm deaf. Sorry, buddy. I'm a deaf gamer for this game. Bonk. Oh, come on. Why'd you not die from that? Ooh. If only I heard that there were enemies behind me. Bonk. If only I heard that there are enemies right here. Boop. Bap. Am I in the Splatoon category? Twitch? I think I am. I'm being attacked. Only I heard them coming. Ooh, let's go. Wow, Salmonid Smokeyard's like a playable map when it's gold. I don't know if I'm gonna have the time to get to 999 on this, but I'm definitely gonna try to get to it as high as a score as I can, because I do not have a single badge on Salmonid Smokeyard. Salmonid Smokeyard would need another golden rotation for me to get to 999 on it. And maybe a gold weapon buff. Yeah, let's pop that for you guys. Why not? Is the mothership coming? Yes, I didn't even need to hear it. I timed it that time. Oh my god, I was too close. I'm helping. Ugh. You know the best thing about having the audio broken for 2 minutes sign up is no one knows how long it's been up. And it's not a timer. I don't know, I could have put that up like 5 minutes ago. You'd never know that I was lying. You would never, no one would ever know. 2 minutes from when? You don't know. Come on. You didn't see it. I didn't hear it. Okay, after this wave ends, I can fix it. Well, after we get back to the lobby. Because I don't want this to count as a loss. Alrighty. Now take me back to the lobby. Spider-Man. Come on. Come on. Wow. Wait, I'm on 27? What? Why am I on catalog 27? There you go. Audio's fixed. I just had to connect and reconnect my Switch. Why am I... Huh? I haven't been playing, like, at all. Like, I literally have not played a single Salmon Run or game this season. Why am I at 27? Wait. Wait, I thought the new season started. What? I thought... Nani? They updated the game out of season? Oh. We have, like, a day. Anyway, a few days. I thought it was the 27th today. Oh my god, my dates are way off. They usually don't do, like, these big updates without it being, like, a season thing. I thought the season ended. No, it's still the old season. What the fuck? Because they never do 2 mid-season updates, so I just assumed the new update was a seasonal update, because we already had a mid-season. Wow, the Splatoon devs are putting in work. We got 2 updates instead of 2 tiny, pathetic updates instead of 1. Thank you, Splatoon devs. I like it when, like, devs give themselves little names, but I really don't like the Splatoon devs name. Like, the name they give themselves, because it's like, if I say it, are you gonna assume it's a fucking, like, a programming team? Or not a programming team, but a development team for a game? No. Because the team name they have is, Squid Research Lab. If I say Squid Research Lab, even if I'm playing Splatoon at the time, and I say Squid Research Lab, are you going to assume I'm talking about like a game dev? No, you're not. If I'm playing Bayonetta and I say Team Little Angels, you're gonna assume it's the dev team. Team's even in the name. Stop. No. Oh, I'm out. missed like 5 times because I was being attacked by fish that fly. Open up again, coward. Hell yeah. Good fuck. I almost popped a special as a joke, and it's wave 1, and that would have been stupid. Honestly, Slosher. Damn it. No, this is my favorite Grisco weapon, but I was gonna say for Kraken, give me Slosher, because it makes a good panic button. I love sword. Haha, I killed it before your bomb could. If you do that, the bomb falls on the floor. That's so cool. Detail that doesn't matter, but it's pretty neat. Pretty cool. Pretty neat detail. What the fucking... No! No, I missed! Oh. Take me to the other side. Okay, fine. Yeah, I hit him. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to carry all these back. I'm too lazy. Bitch. I got sword again. I didn't even realize I was on autopilot. Let's fucking go. Pop. Not worth it to charge it. Oh, there were... Okay. I hate flies. The small and the fish kind. Can I get rezzed by anyone right now, dude? 2 people struggling to res me. I'm dead. I got bumped. What the? Yo! Throw a bomb. Just res us. Over here. Pop me. Thank you. What the? Get my game. Not sure as my shots were going over. Yeah, we lost. Rip. I died once and the whole team fell apart. So sad. I cried. Why'd they host a golden rotation right after Side Order being released? Like, because I kind of want to do both. Kind of want to do both. I like the game, but gold. Gold rotations are way rarer than DLC being released. Bing, bing. I like the sushi. Aw, don't make it a nighttime mode. I want to use the... No! I think the only time I don't want freebies, or at least the mothership freebies specifically, is when I'm using a weapon that can't do anything on it. The only worst weapon for mothership mode is the sword. How am I gonna hit things that are flying with the sword? YOLO. My sword. My egg. No, that was mine. I really hate how it doesn't one-shot the big boys, especially with how long it takes for an attack to come out. Still a pretty good weapon, though. Oh, great. I have no ink. Wait, no, we do have a sword, but he died, and I got distracted. Thank you. Right. Hey, Sword, can you go take care of those fly fish, since you can one-shot them without the need of a bomb? And without their thing need to be open, please? No, why? Oh, I meant to... I wasn't meant to roll. Thank you, hi. Ah. Tippity tap. Thanks, Nikita appreciates it. Long. Rusher. I can't believe this is the only rotation where this map doesn't feel like complete dog shit. And they had to give us a bunch of overpowered weapons. Oh, I'm dead. Another day. Another day, another dollar, huh, Gordon? I don't know the line. I think I fucked it up. Oh, hit me. I am out of ink. You are going to have to supply.
Tap tap tap. It is either hash slinging slash a holds up spork.
The hash slinging slash. The mash bringing. The crash singing. The hash slinging slash. That's a good episode. It's one of those episodes where it's like you have no reason to be scared, but it still scares the shit out of you when you're little. Dude, there's something crazy, speaking of scary kids episodes, and I'm dead, is that, so everyone knows that really scary Courage the Cowardly Dog episode, right? The fucking, the Return the Slab, because Courage the Cowardly Dog is a horror show for kids, right? So all the episodes are intended to be scary, to an extent. But like, so I only watched like 6 total episodes of Courage the Cowardly Dog when I was little, and one of them just so happened to be Return the Slab. Is that fucking crazy? Like, I could have totally missed out on that childhood trauma.
You know
that
that scary episode of Courage? Do you know how little that narrows that down?
The rest of them aren't that scary. Like, they're all supposed to be scary. But no, they're not all that scary, even for a kid. Like, I still think a kid wouldn't get scared by most Courage episodes, even though the intention is to be spooky. Yeah, come on. Yeah, it's so weird that out of the few episodes I did see the one that everyone knows. the one that traumatized everyone. Oh, and did fucking... And I was alone in the room, too, when I watched it, which didn't happen all the time when I was watching Cartoon Network. I got startled. I think the only, like, spooky SpongeBob episode, because there's only, like, 3 or 4 that, like, got me, I think was the At Night episode. That one wasn't the... Well... Hash Thing Slasher was at night, but it wasn't the at night. You know, the one where they say at night, like every 2 seconds?
I remember the one Courage episode creeping me out is the fungus episode. The concept of fungus to me as kid was really terrifying. It's a real-life eldritch abomination.
Fungus is... I feel like fungus shouldn't be terrifying to a kid. I don't know how it fungus terrifies me now. Like, fungus are, like, terrifying little creatures that should not exist. But I feel like a kid wouldn't know that. You must have been like a smart kid, dude. Yeah, a kid wouldn't know how terrifying a fungus is. To a kid, like, a fungus is just like a little plant. Like moss or something. Who taught you about funguses at that age? Fungi, whatever, I don't care. No, he's AFK! What do we do? I'm out of ink. Oh, we also... Oh, no. That's why someone's AFK. His internet died. Bop. I am being chased. Can you not? Can these guys not? Oh, I'm dead. We live, yay!
Excuse me, sir. Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, Lightning McQueen? It was because my older brother had athlete's foot, and thought, oh no, that fungus is gonna engulf my older brother.
Dude, both of us came at the same time. Wait. Oh, it just said them back to back. I didn't even, like, pause between. I should probably set something up so it pauses between, because I could not tell the difference between one message and the other. Yeah, you both sent it at the same time. the fungus. Again, like I said, I only watched like 6 episodes of Courage when I was little. It was like just never on when I was watching. Not like I actively didn't like it. Was there a very terrifying fungus episode in Courage that taught you about how terrible funguses are and how they can't be trusted? I guess I was a little creeped out by fungi when I was little because they look disgusting. Like they're weird, like little pores that they have. I don't know what they're called. They have a word. Those like weird little slits and like pores that they have where they like that they used to feed. Those things are terrifying. Like a little plant creature shouldn't have like 10,000 tiny mouths ready to eat you. I know it's not a plant, but to a kid, it's a plant. And that's why it's terrifying. Like a Venus flytrap, it's like, okay, it has a big mouth. Just like, even if you were scared of a Venus flytrap eating you, it's a big mouth. You can avoid it. Fungi.
The other episode of SpongeBob that creeped me out was Wormy episode. Especially whenever they zoomed in on the butterfly's face and the sudden loud buzzing noise.
Yeah, that did scare me, because they're like, anything's terrifying if you get close enough to it, and they just decided to jump scare the viewer with close-ups of bugs. It actually made me hate butterflies. I hated butterflies for so long after that episode. Like, I genuinely hated butterflies after that episode because I'm like, yeah, they are terrifying when they're up close. I don't like it. Now I'm not terrified of them, so that's good. Now I can get over the fact that they're disgusting up close. Pop. Sword attack. Pop. Ah, motherfucker. I wonder how much damage this attack actually does, because it just one-shots everything. Except, you know, final boss. Are you kidding me? How is that not full game? Fuck you. Any I feel like ants are actually quite cute. Even as little, like ants weren't that scary to me. And I held them up close to my face. I know what they look like. I feel like butterflies are more terrifying, because, like, look at their little proboscis. Like, nothing should have a little, like, stabby tongue, like a mosquito.
Growing up, I found insects both really interesting and terrifying. I loved learning everything about them and at the same time having some of the most disturbing nightmares because of them.
Because, like, the proboscis is what makes butterflies terrifying. And I guess their eyes, because, like, an ant's eyes, it's just pure black. You don't know that it's, like, a weird, creepy eye. It just looks like a human eye at that point, or like a dog eye. But, like, butterflies, their eyes aren't pure black, so you can see all the little gross details on them. And also the proboscis. Like, that thing, why would a creature need a long, slurpy tongue? Like, that's terrifying. What if it wants to slurp my blood out? That's weird. Like, how many horror monsters are basically just a mosquito when you think about it? A lot. There's a lot of horror monsters that just bite you and kill you by slurping your juices out. Wham. but at least it's high-tied, so I don't have to move. Shotgun. Isn't it funny how video games single-handedly made us believe that shotguns are an inaccurate weapon? Like, no, it's a gun. Most guns are very accurate because they shoot very fast. And as a consequence of moving very fast, they tend to move very straight. And they have to move fast to kill things. Like, obviously, you know, there's... You can be inaccurate with if it's built like shit, but, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Okay, my special got canceled. That's cool. That's awesome. I knew it. So I instantly popped. Okay, just dunk 3 eggs, team. What was I talking about? Yeah, shotguns. Like, isn't it crazy how video games single-handedly made us believe shotguns were, like, inaccurate weapons? They're not. They're just not.
I especially loved spiders when I was a kid. The concept of spiders was so cool. Movies like Spider-Man and James and Giant Peach didn't create a fear for them.
You were afraid of fungi as a kid, but not spider? You were a weird kid. I feel like the reasons I hate fungi are also the same reasons I hate spiders. Oh, wow, that was weird. Shotguns. I keep losing track of my shotgun talk. I forget what game it was. Maybe it was Quake? But it was like some game one day made the decision that shotguns have to be inaccurate for balance purposes. And it was very popular, so every game just copied and followed suit. And I think that's really interesting. Like, we just remove that game or just not have shotguns exist in that game. The modern perception of shotguns would be so different. Isn't that weird?
Spiders are blind old men who are on an all-liquid diet. Fungi are eldritch abominations. I'll move on from this now, lol.
That's fine. But no, like, even Charlotte's Web, where the spiders are the good guy, made me terrified of spiders. Like, it's like... Because they even bring up that spiders slurp the blood out of things, and then leave the carcass. It's like, that's terrifying. That's horrifying. I don't want a spider eating my blood. Like Charlotte's Web, the movie where the spider's a good guy, they mention it. Actually, I don't know if the animated Charlotte's Web does that. I know for a fact the live-action Charlotte's Web does that, though. They mention the fact how spiders eat. Because I was a kid at the time when both movies were out. And I watched both of them several times. When did the live-action one come out? Like 2004? I think? I don't know. Six, probably? 2006? Measure I'm way off and it's like 1995.
Zara, I just remembered another movie I really loved watching and made me love spiders, was the horror movie Eight-Legged Freaks. I was 6 years old watching a movie about giant killer spiders and loved it.
How do people like clown. Like, I'm neutral towards clowns now, but I did not like clowns when I was little. Like, I was scared of clowns before, and then I saw where my jump got just fucking eaten, and then I saw it, and I was like, oh well, that just made it worse. And I don't even see many of the bad parts of it, like the scary parts. I saw like, you know, like the only part I ever remembered from the original It was when Pennywise becomes the moon to talk to the bully guy to tell him, hey, here's a knife, break out of this mental asylum and kill some children. You know the scene when Pennywise does that? That's the only scene I ever remember. That's just a fucking scary ass scene. He becomes the moon. The giant magic clown. He becomes the moon to talk to a guy in an insane asylum. It's horrifying. Why'd he have to become the moon? Why didn't he just teleport inside? He's fucking like omniscient. He's all powerful, omnipotent.
Clowns creeped me out as a kid. I remember being 4 seeing that scene in Killer Clowns from Outer Space where one clown punches some guy's head off.
Yeah. Hmm? Isn't there a scene? Because I never saw that movie. I've only seen clips. Isn't there a scene from that movie where like one of the killer clowns like squeezes his disgusting nose and acid pus comes out of it? Isn't that like a thing that happens in that movie? I just remember being really disgusting when I saw that clip. I was like, it's not even terrifying. That's just gross. It's just nasty.
That's in one he plays hypothetical lol.
No. Okay, I know it's from that I know he says it in a hypothetical. No, but acid. There's acid too. Like, I remember in some scary clown movie, and I didn't know if it was Killer Clowns or not, because I haven't seen it, that there's a clown that has like acid in his nose, and it's disgusting as fuck. Like, it's acid. And like he like gets punched in the nose, or he squeezes his nose or something, and this gross like green acid comes out and it like kills a guy. The Oni Place hypothetical is just normal disgusting pus. It's not acid in Oni Place. Is it not like from a Killer Clowns movie? I don't know. Not that big, and I never saw it really just clip. Fuck. I'm dead. Killer Clowns might do this, but didn't make a really banger horror movie. I think Killer Clowns does it as like occasionally for jokes, with joke kills. But like horror movie, but the horror monster is just like a character that works on cartoon logic. Like not like, oh, we're making Winnie the Pooh horror movie, not like that. But like,
my favorite scene from Killer Clowns from Outer Space is the scene where one of the clowns uses a cop as a puppet to communicate, and in a genuinely creepy moment expresses, "Don't worry, all we do is kill you."
But that's not all they do. They puppet your dead body. He's a liar. Not only the killer and clowns, they lie. What the fuck? We only kill you. Nuh-uh. What a liar. Yeah, but like, imagine how terrifying a villain that works on like cartoon logic would be. Like, they work on cartoon logic, you don't. Like, you know, they're like, aha, I'm gonna do a Tom and Jerry and turn you into an accordion, and then you just die. Or like, I got you now, bastard, and you shoot the villain with like a shotgun, and his face just gets covered in soot. He's just immortal. That'd be horrifying.
It's creepy because the clowns know what they are doing and find joy in killing.
Oh yeah, yeah. But he's also a liar. That's not what he puppeteered one of them. That is creepy though, yeah. Genuinely having them express they know what they're doing and that they like it is part of makes a villain terrifying too. But I think the cartoon villain thing idea I just spat would also be terrifying because it's like it's just an eldritch horror at that point. It operates on rules you cannot comprehend. You just can't do anything about it. I don't have. Now I do. Oh, I ran right into that movie. Hey, actually, perhaps some with that. No, I can't get up on that. All I ever saw of the Winnie the Pooh horror movie is that they made the biggest missed opportunity ever. And Winnie the Pooh's only, like, he only has like one speaking line, and for some reason they were too cowards to make it, oh, bother. Imagine Winnie Pooh was like, oh, bother, and then fucking killed you. You just die.
I remember the creators of movie expressing, "We don't find clowns scary, we simply don't trust them. They're tricksters, you
Yeah.
never know what they are up to."
And they wear a fucking fake smile. That's probably why because I'm not really scared of clowns anymore. Like, obviously, if a clown came up to me with sharp teeth and, you know, a knife, I'd be horrified. But most things, if you did that, would be scary. Because now I like clowns and jesters and shit. They're like my favorite kinds of villains. They're like tricksters, like especially Dementio from Super Paper Mario. I have to sneeze 1 second. Sneeze won't come. Never mind, there it is. Dementio from Super Paper Mario is like my favorite jester. I will not spoil why. Play Super Paper Mario. Got him.
Zara, in your substitute teacher experience, what's your thoughts on that teacher showing his elementary school class Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey?
This literally would not happen if you... Because there's like a... So, like, this process, to my knowledge, is used all the way from preschool to, like, to college level, like, teaching. And part of the process of lesson planning, as it is called, is literally just, you know, checking out the thing first. So there is no way he fell for it. He was pranking those kids. He was trying to get fired. There's no way. if he wasn't trying to get fired, he just should be anyway, because it means he's not even like doing the bare minimum of his like job. Like you are not doing the bare minimum. And like, wait, it's elementary, right? It was? Yeah, I was gonna say that you only have one class. Like, it's not like if like maybe if it was a middle school, I could buy. Well, there's a lot of classes, and you know, thought maybe the middle schoolers could handle it. But it's an elementary school. You have one class.
I guess you can say he didn't do the bare minimum.
Hee there. Like, the most classes I've ever seen an elementary school teacher have ever is like 2, or sometimes, or if it's the PE teacher, because usually the school will have just one PE teacher, and they will teach all of the classes in the school. PE teacher's not showing a movie. PE teacher's gonna make you run laps. Okay, real talk. Do PE teachers even do anything? Like, outside of, like... 'cause they don't really teach you anything. They're just like, hey, we're gonna play a game and or exercise. You're not teaching at that point. You're just giving us things to do. Like, you're making sure we're active, yes. But, like, not really teaching now, is it? Like, I said until high school, because in high school they did actually start, like... You did actually start doing a learning in PE. Like the freshman PE courses I did, we had to like actually learn the different parts of muscles and shit. And, you know, like while also exercising, learning about the muscles. Like, what do they do before then? They don't really do anything. It's like, hey, you're gonna run in a circle for a while. Good luck. We're gonna play dodgeball. I feel like 50% of every class of PE I had in middle school was dodgeball. Not even joking, I think that was like 50% of all the classes. We know how to play dodgeball. We have learned nothing. Oh, I have 2 spawns.
I remember my PE teacher in high school recommending me to smoke weed to calm down. I was very anxious.
Wait, actually not based, because kids, while weed is like 99% fun, it's not for like kids. Because the only like real downside it has, to my knowledge, do not quote me, is that it stunts your brain growth. And if your brain not done growing yet, that's not quite good. Not quite base. And your brain doesn't like stop growing until you're like 24 or something like that. Something like that, I think. Oh my god, we're about to lose, I just realized. Oh, GG. Just vibing. It's something like 24. I know it's mid-20s. Is when your brain stops doing a grow. Like, physically growing. It's not like you just can't... It's not like you just stop learning things. Let's recoup. Coward.
Your brain storage capacity has reached its limit.
No.
Do you wish to free up space?
So, you know when I talk about like, oh, like immortality and things, one of the things people bring up, which I just don't agree with, is your brain would eventually get full and you die. Like, you just go insane from having full brain capacity. It's like, no, not really. Like, it would take, if such a thing were possible, it would take such a long time for your brain to get full. Right? Like, probably like 50,000 years long time for your kid. It's like, when you think about it, of all the things you can remember, you don't remember 99% of things. Like, it's not like you have eidetic memory. It's not like you're remembering like every like millisecond of your life has been jotted down as a PNG lossless file in your brain. 4K MP4 video. Like, let's say I lived like 2,000 years. What would I remember? You know, probably like the big things. You know, probably like just now. It's like if I tried thinking, what all did I do yesterday? I did quite a few things, but I don't remember 99% of them. Like, that's just how it works.
That's why I hate Twilight. Edward could have literally solved a cure for cancer, but he instead crushed on an emotional dad of a girl in high school.
Well, wasn't one of them a doctor? You know, no. What if Edward's family was a doctor? He could have done it. Don't blame Edward on that. I remember specifically one of them was a doctor and it wasn't Edward, so blaming the wrong guy. Oh my god, we have 3 bows. We're dead. We lose. You're blaming the wrong guy. Fuck. Yeah, blame the vampire on their team that was a doctor. He's a dummy. So here's something I thought was always stupid about the Twilight vampires, other than the obvious. How come the new vampires are the stronger ones? That's dumb. Like the fresh ones are stronger because I don't know. There's something like the venom courses through their blood like adrenaline, and it's, I guess that they still have they're still like alive. I guess something like that. So because they're still alive, they get like their vampire powers and their human aliveness combined to be strong. Or it's because they have like I think it's something like that. Like they still have their own blood. But, I don't know. It was dumb. I always thought it was dumb. Like, if anything, shouldn't the older vampires be the stronger ones because they have less humanity and less restrictions holding their, body in place. It's all vampire goo. Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Twilight's interpretation of werewolves? They're basically dire wolves.
I just don't like werewolves that are just wolves. But sometimes I like it, but like monster like half man, half wolf is cooler. Almost all the time. Like the only time I think like werewolves where they just turn into wolves, not like monsters or anything. Only time I think that works is when it's like I guess Twilight's in modern times, but like it's just like when it is like more modern, I guess. Like as just an excuse for why no one's found them out. But in Twilight, they're giant. Like they're bigger, like they're so big that there's a plot line where before the werewolves are revealed, they think it's a bear because that's how big the wolves are. Like wolves are big. Wolves are big. But wolves are not the size of a fucking bear. In fact, I think the wolves in Twilight are bigger than bears. It's like, okay. Like, the whole point of making them just normal wolves is to excuse how people don't know they exist. But if they're the size of a bear, surely someone would be like, hey, isn't it weird how there's a pack of wolves bigger than bears in this forest? Crazy. Crazy, huh? So wild. Maybe we should study them, prank them, and take them to a facility to see what's up with those fucking wolves. Make sure they're not like ruining the ecosystem with their giantness. Because yeah, they're humans, so they're gonna be smart. But you could definitely trank one of those werewolves. Someone would have tranked one by now. So they would have figured out they exist first off, and then someone would have tranked them by now, and then figured out, oh shit, werewolves are real. It turned into a man. Ow. Fuck, I'm dead. Yeah. Like, werewolves definitely just prefer them being just, you know, monsters, not just wolves. But level's so chaotic and I'm talking about fucking werewolves. Come on! Come on, it's so close! Beam. If someone else was shooting with me, we had it there. We did. We 100% had it. Rip. Wham. Anyway, I really like werewolves. They're cool. Do you know what type of werewolf isn't done enough? And I think it should be. In fact, I can't even think of any werewolf that does it. Werewolf? Because, you know, there's werewolves that keep their consciousness from becoming a werewolf when they enter their wolf form. And werewolves that don't. Idea. It's like the Hulk, or like Jekyll and Hyde. Or not Jekyll and Hyde. How most people think Jekyll and Hyde is. Where the werewolf form is its own personality. That would go hard. Like, it's not just feral, but it does have a personality. That would go hard, and no, I don't see that, like, ever.
Also, how is Herobrus low tier if he has a scary roar? Developers explain, what do you mean?
Wait, Neokito, did you see my post about the patch notes today? Or not today, the other day? Like 2 days ago? They nerfed him. He got nerfed. He's even weaker now. Technically, you could technically say it's not a nerf, but it was a bug fix that apparently there was a bug where he wasn't taking the correct amount of damage. He was taking less damage than he was supposed to be taking. Like they accidentally made it so he's not taking enough damage. But it's technically a nerf because that bug fix made him better. Or made him worse. He has less health now. Like, it was listed as a bug fix, so it's not a balance change. But the bug fix made him worse. He's weaker now. This is funny. Because, like, yeah, it's... I forget how much damage it is. Let's say it's 1,500, because I don't remember how much it is. The orb, once you deal 1,500 damage to it, he's supposed to take an additional 1,500 damage. And apparently it was dealing, like, not 1,500 damage. It was dealing less than 1,500. So... this is funny. He's nerfed. He's weak now. Also, my tummy hurty because I ate too much spaghetti. Spaghetti. The sword. Ah, come on. Get in there. At what point should we swap to side order? Because I probably am going to swap to side order eventually. When I get bored of this. That might actually be the new routine. We might, at least until side order is like all finished. Or maybe if I can think of some fun challenge runs to do. Where you make it so that once I'm bored of this, we just swap to side
Also,
order.
good night, Zara. I have to go to bed early. Good luck with side order.
Thank you. Oh, I'm dead. The thing that's like, because I like it, it's fun to an extent. The thing on side order is that it doesn't feel like a true roguelike, you know? The thing that doesn't like feel roguelite-y about it
One
is
last thing, new idea for a moat. Zara Epi.
I do have some free animated slots. That is a good idea. I will write it down after this game. That is a good idea. After I finish the two commissions I'm working on, and the monthly art, I will do that. Because what did I say? Oh yeah. The thing that doesn't make it feel like a true roguelite is that there aren't really builds. Like, my build, because there's so few types of upgrades, my build at the end of every side order run is identical, essentially. The only difference is like, oh, sometimes I have extra luck stats on, and then sometimes I couldn't find any luck stats. That's like the only difference, because there's just not many upgrades. Like when you compare it to like Hades, right? It's like even if I want a specific build, and like even if there is a build that every time, if possible, I would take it, I'm getting different builds every time in Hades. Like, I'll have to change on the fly what build I want because I'll just not be getting the upgrades I want. I have to play differently, but no, like, I never had to play any differently to play side order. There's nothing like there's just no, every upgrade is just a stat upgrade. There's no, like in Hades, if I'm playing Hades, there's like, hey, here's a upgrade where you shoot lightning to an enemy that's close to the enemy you hit. It's like, alright. So now we're incentivized to squeeze my enemies next to each other, because they do damage to each other when I hit them. But in side order, it's just you do more damage sometimes. The end. That's it. Maps and modes. Bang bang. Bang 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 bang. I think they really could have done with I'll wait till we're in the game so I can free flow talk. Alright, there we go. So like, something they could have done with is adding like upgrades that are essentially just combo moves or something. Oh, enemy takes more damage after they've been hit by whatever move. Nah, it's just upgrade, you do more damage at the end. That's it. Yeah, like they could have done with some form of just changing the gameplay in any way, like, you know, most roguelites do. Like, you hit an enemy with a bomb, they take bleeding damage now. Your bombs do bleed. Like that alone would have been like pretty cool, but like nothing does that. But like, since I don't even think the game brings it up, but Pearl will shoot enemies very slowly, very weak damage. But Pearl will do damage to enemies. So what if there's like an ability where it's like if you're attacking who Pearl is attacking, which is something you can't control, so it will affect how you play. You do more damage, or you charge your things faster, or you gain ammo back, you know? Because that would actually affect how you play the game. But no matter what build I go for in side order, I'm playing identical to every other build I have. There's nothing about my gameplay changing. Other than maybe I will press my special button more if I have special spamming build. Like, I'll press a different button sometimes more occasionally than I would normally. Because if you told me to make a roguelike out of Splatoon, I could have done something. But, like, the fact that the D-pad isn't even used in side order like it is in the other single-player games that Splatoon has. Like, instead of buying a sub-weapon, instead of it replacing my current sub-weapon, why doesn't it add it to a D-pad wheel? So I'll have, like, something to change between. Because like I would probably actually buy the sprinkler upgrade if it was a D-pad instead of a just replace your bomb. Because why would I ever not want a bomb? Like, I'm gonna want a bomb. I would never select the upgrade, get rid of bomb, ever. Just never. I would never do that. It's stupid. I don't know how the devs didn't think of that, considering they thought of it for the previous 2 games plus DLC. Actually, it wasn't in Octo expansion, my bad. But it was in oh no, 3 games, because it was in this game story mode. It was in the base story mode of all 3 games, and they didn't think about it for the DLC, I guess. Maybe they got rid of it because it made the game too easy, and the DLC is already insanely easy. Like, take any other roguelike, for example. I've seen people beat Hades on their first run, but if you beat Hades on your first ever run, you're pretty fucking awesome. If you beat Splatoon side order on your very first run, you are average. You are the normal person. Like, I don't know many people who didn't beat side order on their first play. Forgot I had this. Forgot I had dodgeables for a moment. Like, overall, like, I also wish the floors were longer in the side order. They're just like, and also an incentive to actually kill the enemies. Because now that I'm getting better at it, which I've been playing on my own time, it's just me ignoring enemies 90% of the time. And the only reason I'm even taking upgrades that make my gun better is because I actually need my gun for the bosses. You don't play like You don't play Hades and then go, I'm gonna ignore all the enemies, because you literally can't. You have to kill the enemies. Fuck, I'm dead. Yeah, we live. Somehow. You also be able to think it was definitely overhyped. Like, I don't even think we knew it was gonna be a roguelike until like after the game, like almost the game was about to come out is the first time I heard it was a roguelike. It's kind of weird for your DLC. You should probably like tell people ahead of time what it's gonna be about so that it can get hyped. Or at least properly hyped. I wasn't expecting a roguelike at all. I was expecting a story mode. And all I got from the trailers was it's gonna have an upgrade system. Which I was like, oh yeah, neat, upgrade system. Probably just gonna run like a weird MMO. Like maybe I'd like find better weapons. Like you found like a better splatter shot or whatever. You know? I was expecting something way different, and it's not at all my fault that I was, because they didn't really fucking advertise it at all. Like if someone bought it and was mad that it's a roguelike because they didn't know it was gonna be a roguelike, I'm not sure I could blame them. A lot of people don't like roguelikes. People like the progress. Or like, you know, a story. Especially since, you know, we were kind of expecting a story. There was no story. It's just a roguelike. It is simply a roguelike. There is technically a quote-unquote story, but it is 2 cutscenes. The dialogue in between is all filler. There is nothing enhancing the story or about the story. It's cutscene. Oh no, we're trapped in a VR game. We did it. We saved everyone from the VR game. That's it. That's the story. It's two cutscenes. Also, they said it was a large-scale DLC in the trailers, so that kind of gives the impression we're going to be getting more than what we got. But we did not, unfortunately. Come on. Just gonna babysit 2. Fun. Board. How'd I hit the one behind you? What the fuck? Weird. Bonk. I cannot be attacked by this. Thank you. We had to charge it this whole time and he wasn't. Why am I the one taking out Steelhead? What the fuck? Team Y. Oh my god. Team Y. I think it's mostly because I'm playing on Salmonid Smokeyard, but I feel like I'm already done. I feel like I'm already beat. And the gold rotation made Salmonid Smokeyard playable. But Salmonid Smokeyard has its limits of how much fun I can have on it. It's too strong. Goku could not beat Salmonid Smokeyard boredom. Alright, let's play some side order. Let me change the title. I'm gonna restart the stream so it's 2 VODs instead of 1.